You could get fired after a DWI arrest in Texas. This is a common question that comes up, especially with our clients that are in professional industries. And it really just depends. Number one, and I tell this to everybody, you don't have a legal obligation under the law that you're being prosecuted for with DWI to tell anybody that you've been charged with DWI. A judge is never going to order you to go and tell your employer. But from an employment standpoint, you might have some type of human resources document or employee guidelines or something like that you've agreed to as a premise to be employed that says that if you are arrested, that you have to disclose that. And a lot of times those things say that you've got to disclose it in like a certain period of time, typically like a really short turnaround. And these are things, right, that like none of us are familiar with. Nobody has this memorized. Most of our clients have never been arrested before. If you're watching this video and you're worried about employment consequences, you might be the same way. So I would just say this, it's important to try to identify if those documents exist. And then if they do, you need to ask your attorney for the best advice, because you have to have two minds going with this. Number one, you want to meet your obligation to your employer. But number two, you don't want to put anything in writing or create evidence that can otherwise harm you in your criminal case down the road. So it's a complicated and difficult and complex situation to be in, but any great attorney will be able to walk you through it and put you in the best light possible.